Alrighty, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, the game's got to load here in a second, and it should catch right about now. There it is. Welcome into the Nexus Gaming Series. We are here in Division A East, and on the left-hand side, we are going to be seeing Mallow, Oats. We've got the Pie Maker on a Nubrak, Sulskido on the Rhaegar, Street Terminator or Saint Terminator. I never really know. I don't think I've ever been corrected on the Dahaka, Crafty Devil on the Junkrat, and Sonic's Bro on the Tychus. Over in the red, we've got Smooth Brain Kamikaze, Lolins on the Urel, Dur on the Maiev, Nyan on the Hanzo, Spoticus on the Joanna, and Viper to play the Brightwing. We move into mid lane, and we check out Urel is going into Light of Karabor at level 1. Urel did have some changes in the most recent patch. This is live patch, by the way, live patch. So this is all the changes. Diablo changes, Rhaegar changes, Stukov changes, ETC. You know, obviously ETC's that massive powerhouse now, but Urel, the changes are pretty big as well. I'm just trying to look at some of the characters that we see playing here, and not a ton that were hit by the patch that we got yesterday, which, exciting stuff. We got a patch in Heroes of the Storm, and that is going to be first blood in favor for the members of Smooth Brain Kamikaze, and they're going to find a second kill into a Nubrak. Hanzo basically doing whatever he wants right there without any sort of punitive measures against him. That Tychus getting sniped, but as we move into the solo lane, we will be seeing Urel versus Dahaka. It's just really weird noise from a long time, not Saints or Street. Or for a long time, not from a long time. There was someone that popped in my Twitch stream at one point, and their name was like Street Terminator or something like that. Or maybe I'm combining it with a different viewer that was like Saint something. Anyways, Lolins in top lane, gonna get dove. Pie Maker and friends are a little upset about that first kill that went over to the enemy side. So we will see Mallow Oats grab that first kill of their own in the top lane. But during that time, it does allow this invade onto the camp to happen here. And I want to quickly just jump onto the vision for our blue team. They kind of have an idea because of Crafty Devil utilizing some of the Junkrat frag launcher grenades. He does get the concussion mine on the point to zone back the enemy side, and this is going to be a continued chase. Pie Maker and friends are slowing and chasing onto the Joanna. I don't think she's got an Iron Skin available. She is going to get bursted down, and that'll be another kill to the side of Mallow Oats. But have they overextended? Well, Rhaegar will go down. Junkrat gets the concussion mine onto Hanzo. Tychus finds the grenade, and he will actually get his revenge right there, as we have a little bit of an experience. Actually, I would say experience gap forming, but I don't think it's going to be that big at this time. Sorry, it's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. That's the right one. I know how to cast, totally. I'm just looking really quickly if we're actually missing anything major. There is a little bit of Mist Soak in the top lane, which could be something that slowly starts Smooth Brain Kamikaze falling behind. I was actually really kind of looking at it last night. I was trying to utilize the information in the game, because fun fact, in regular Storm League and all that, and like quick match, if you actually hover your cursor right where mine is at the top, it's not going to show this little kind of like Probius icon thing that actually does this. This is a UI thing for casting, but if you actually hover your cursor right here in a normal game, it'll break down the experience much like how you're seeing on this screen in the center right here. It shows the heroic, mercenaries, minions, passive, structures, total. It doesn't have the XP on the side because you can hit tab and find that out. But the big thing that I was trying to take away from that is, okay, where are we falling behind and why are we falling behind? And, I mean, there's a correlation to a lot of these things. Yes, the enemy team was getting a bunch of early game kills on us, and that wasn't actually yielding a ton of experience, but what it was yielding was denial of experience in the minion department, because that's where we were starting to fall behind in, like, 4,000, 5,000 range. So, little things like that you can take into your own game that really can help you out a ton. But here comes a brush talk from Terminator, gets a great drag onto Hanzo, and the Junkrat's able to solidify the kill. As Urel gets the top lane, there is potential Dragonite in mid, but it's immediately canceled out because Crafty Devil's on the point, ready to get that counter channel. Hey Cookie, what's up, bud? I hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. Hope you're doing well, friend. Oh man, little overlap in some of the abilities right there. Grenade from Tychus, pushing the Maiev actually out of the concussion mine of the Junkrat. Not the biggest deal, but it might have actually been a kill onto Dur. Either way, the siege through bottom lane does continue as the phase shift from Brightwing will come through. Look at the flank from Urel on the top left of your screen. She's looking to make something happen here on the backline, but can she actually do anything here? It's a lot of members of Smooth Brain Kamikaze who are starting to fall low. Rhaegar does have the Wolf Run or the Feral Heart to try and back away, as there's potential kill into Maiev as that grenade almost gets the kill. Did Tychus go Melting Point? He did. I'm surprised that actually didn't get the last little bit of damage over time necessary. Little totem from Rhaegar. Dahaka going for the channel, but he's going to be stalled out by Lawlins. Junkrat still holding his level 7. I'm curious as to why, whether or not he's unsure of what talent to take, or if it's or if it's just one of those things where he just is unsure that he can just hold down control. I'm not sure. Crafty Devil, I saw you in chat. Why are you holding 7 for so long? Was there a consideration between Sticky Wicket and something else? You're gonna hit the legs? Well, enjoy leg day, my friend. The best workout day ever. Is this game real? No, it's all fake. I'm currently playing all 10 characters at once by myself, while casting and commentating. This is actually a fake game. You were thinking, okay, I'm just curious, like, it's just one of those things, like, I saw you in chat so I can actually ask the player, like, what they were thinking at the moment. You don't like the rat nerfs? The changes on, like, Chattering Teeth and Big As and all of that? Or not Chattering Teeth, because Chattering Teeth is still at 4. But I guess it was just Big As was moved to level 13, which I still think is a buff, because now you can take Chattering Teeth, Sticky Wicket, and you get Big As. But granted, you can't get Gotta Trap them all at 13. Well, you can, but you just can't get Big As. So that was the change. I don't know. I kind of feel like it was a little bit of a buff in that way, but I'm being made fun of. Welcome to my stream. Ten talent here on the corner, on the precipice for both these teams, and as that's happening, let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what those look like. And we can also take a look at the 10s as they do come through at the top of the screen. Looking at the minimap just to see what the positioning is for both these teams and how they're kind of looking to spread across the map. We do have some amplified siege to the top lane with that Bruiser camp. Also the Siege Giants in the bottom lane. We will have those 10 Talontiers coming through. Brightwing with the Blink Heals. Shout out to Aliobs for updating the UI. The UI actually now shows how many charges are available for things like Leaping Strike, Brightwing with the Blink Heal, etc. Thornwood Vines, I believe, as well has charges, so it's something like... does Thornwood Vine has charges? Am I crazy? Yeah, Thornwood Vine has charges for Lunara. Ali is incredible. Seriously, Ali is incredible. Ooh, attempt onto... Okay, hold on. The fight just continues to break out. Riptire to be used. I think it was intended for Viper, but here comes a massive arrow from Hanzo, and that will shut down Rhaegar, but this is Terminator with the brush talk in. Drag will go out. I believe it was actually mitigated by the fall of the Joanna Falling Sword, as that's going to be 1-2 kills to the side of Smooth Brain Kamikaze, as it is going to be almost a kill into Crafty, but he is able to utilize the Concussion Mine to disengage from that entire fight. Speaking of siege in the top lane, we didn't talk about the fact that the Mallow Oats were able to get their own Bruiser camp for top and clear out the opposing side with Terminator on that Dahaka, who brush-talked into the last fight. So this does get the vast majority of the fort front gate. Yrel is actually going to go focus on the channel for top because there is position for Maiev in the mid lane to be able to get this, though Dahaka is here, and I think he might be able to stall things out. The title says live. Where does the title say live? Please explain to me where the title says live. Read the full sentence, chat. I know you can do this. I know, chat, you can read more than 2 words. As I've said in the past, stream titles don't fucking matter because nobody reads them. Never mind the words after the other words. Oh, yeah! Hey, what division are you casting? I don't know. What's in the title? Alrighty, arrow from Hanzo. Oh my god, Dur almost going down. Pops the vault of the ward and just... Whoa, that scatter arrow almost got one into the Maiev as well. Very close. There is going to be a cocoon onto Yrel. Ardent Defender's down for 2 seconds, and she will go down for the next 27. as there's going to be the Joanna popping Iron Skin able to back away. Terminator going to be meandering his way back up the top lane. Doesn't have the enhanced agility, so his movement speed out of the bush is only 2 seconds. The enhanced agility at level 1 increases it from 2 to 5 for the duration. Also, you can move at 140%, which is 10% faster than mount speed once you finish out the quest. But Hanzo does go down. That's a stagger death you do not want, as the enemy team does have available Dragonite. Gonna quickly check, is Brush Stock available? Not for 32 seconds. What PT do you live in? Pacific. Bahamut trying to make me read. He's so mean. He knows I can't read. Listen, if I have to sit here and read everything that you all type into Twitch chat, then you can read my stream title. Which Pacific? I don't know, dude. I feel like y'all just being difficult at this point, just to be difficult. Figure it out, bud. 7 to 5. You can see that my level of patience today is just whatever. Dragonite through the bottom lane. I actually want to check how much damage it's dealing once I can actually put my teacup down here for a second. 279 into structures, 558 into heroes, but into structure, excuse me, my apologies. I said that backwards. Rhaegar goes down because the team fight will continue. Hanzo, with the agility over the wall just to back away, does step back into the enemy team. A little bit of a scatter arrow poke. Nice polymorph onto the Riptire. If you did not know, you can kill the Riptire, but you can also polymorph the Riptire as well. And that's just a nice way to give you a better opportunity to take it down, because I think that might have killed the Hanzo. He was at like 50% HP, and it does 1,000. Maybe it would have put him low. I don't think it actually would have killed him now that I look at it. Maiev gets hit with the contagion, excuse me, the isolation from this Dahaka, and she just keeps running forward. I guess she has her teammates in comms to be able to be like, okay, all right, Maiev, we're good. Just keep running forward. I got you, Dur. You're not going to be in a bad spot. Now, whereas if I was your teammate, I would be like, you're fine, keep running forward. And then it's just like, everyone back away. He's on Bandit time. I am on Bandit time, yeah. Bandit decides when we get up by kicking me in the gut every morning. Oh, Piemaker, this is very aggressive. Polymorph comes through. Umbra Blind Cocoon goes out from Piemaker, and Sister Healing just in time. All of this for the Bruiser Campus. Hanzo's Dragon Strike does not connect onto many. Zones back the enemy. Falling Sword from Joanna. Piemaker very low. Does have to burrow away, but he won't be able to do so. We currently have a very low Viper, but it's going to be 2 kills to the side, 3 kills to the side of Smooth Brain Kamikaze as Mallow Oats lose the camp and a few members. They actually might lose more here. Any Umbral Binds? Riptire, point blank from Crafty as Joanna sacrifices herself. Technically, right there, we got a solid
pentakill.
Holy Jesus, headphone warning. My apologies. I don't know when Stream Deck reset all of the audio to max volume, but I apologize for that. Penta +2 kill. Classic smooth brain play. Classic bug brain play. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Red team has
alrighty, so we look at top lane, and it's just going to be Yrel clearing. Bottom lane fort does go down. 16 level for both sides, 9 to 11 in kills, leading in favor to the side of Smooth Brain Kamikaze, as they also do have the level lead from all of this. And we actually haven't looked at the late game experience, so let's go ahead and check that out. We haven't seen the late game damage healing experience so far, so we can go ahead and check out what that looks like, because 16s, those will be up for a little bit before we get to the level 20s. Dragonite available to the side of Mallow Oats. We have a lot of our Smooth Brain Kamikaze members floating around mid, and I'm not sure if they're actually showing. Just going to kind of look really quickly on Vision. Joanna does show for a second Yrel in the top lane, I do believe, but I think that was it for the time being as Piemaker steps in to the bush. We currently have Sonics just start dumping in damage. Dur goes in with a Spirit of Vengeance, a little Umbra Bind attempt. Actually, it's a lot of Fan and Knife resets, as there's more than one hero. I think it's 2 heroes need to be hit for the Fan and Knife reset. Riptire from the Junkrat does come out as well. No real threat just yet. Can push people around, and you're going to see that right into the Joanna. We have a Warden's Cage plus the Dragon Strike from the Hanzo. Piemaker getting shredded, and Yrel finds the kill. Commandeer Odin will set up the counter kill into Viper on the Brightwing. Ardent Defender used by Yrel. That was actually buffed because you get a recast of your trait when you use Heroics, so you can get the double Righteous Hammers and such, but I think this looks like it could be This looks like it will be a Dragonite to the side. Oh, no, not with that. Well, actually, Crafty has the channel before Maev is able to get on the point. So, either way, we have Dragonite once again to the side of our blue team, and it's going to deal 347 standard and 693 damage into structures. Should use that one during CCL. That's a butt brain play by Lobber. No, usually Lobber has the Gigafine plays. Where he dies. Oh, I'm Gigafine? And then he dies. Just that. Self-cast Ancestral is going to connect onto Rhaegar. We have a nice kick onto Maev. And this is Brightwing with the phase shift, and that actually is a very problematic phase shift because Viper's now in a really bad spot. Cocoon goes out. Not sure if it was necessary. Actually, as we know, there are blink charges available, so very necessary because now the Dragonite and the rest of the members of Mallow Oats zoned out Brightwing. She had nowhere to blink to. She couldn't even blink to a minion because there was no minions around either. So it's actually a very good Cocoon from Piemaker. I misread that complete moment. Piemaker out here cooldown counting and understanding the necessary play for the kill into Brightwing. Very well played from our Nubrak here as Commandeer Odin comes out from the Dragonite, and they are not done sieging. No 20 talent tier yet for either side, so no big red button. It's 12 to 12 in kills. The 20s are approaching for both sides. And I have to say, this is a great series to kick off our day casting. This is a wonderful series to check out. The P was so loud it sounded like an H. My apologies. I'll fix it after this game. Actually, if someone in chat could please remind me to fix it, that'd be much appreciated because I know for a fact that I will immediately forget in the next 30 seconds or so. That's a really, really good tactic right there we saw from Crafty. Utilizing the Concussion Mine to put the Siege Giants closer to the gate. Siege Giants outrange all structures, even core. And so, because I believe they have a range of 10 and structures have a range of like gates have a range of like 7 and something, and then towers and keeps are like 8 or something like that, and core is like 8 or something. I could check, but it doesn't matter. My point is, utilizing Concussion Mine to push the Siege Giants closer to your gate so the towers could get those shots, really cool tactic. Something I've been trying to do in my own Dahaka play, actually, is if I'm on like Curse Hollow, I was actually playing yesterday, or maybe it was Dragonshire. Either way, I was on a map yesterday, and I was playing Dahaka, and I was utilizing drag from him to pull the Siege Giants closer to my towers, so that way the towers can burn down the wave faster, and I can get out of clearing and get back into the Teamfighter double soaking. So, just a little tactic right there, really, really cool to see, and just, ooh, that's a good Concussion Mine. I thought I was going to go right into the Steel Trap or the Chattering Teeth, but not the case, and I'm curious, gotta trap them all at level 13, so it's going to be more traps for the Junkrat. They will not prioritize just heroes with that big ass. Ancestral Healing to be used. Farseer's Blessing is the pickup at level 20, so you see that kind of greenish AoE around them, but huge chunking into Brightwing. Falling Sword comes out from the Johanna, but it's not going to be enough to stop the kill into the healer. Riptire from Junkrat. Hanzo is isolated as he is going to, he has the Dragon Awakens level 20, but he's not going to get any cooldown when he's sitting in that Cocoon. Urel goes down as well. Not available to utilize the Ardent Defender, and that's a 1-2-3 triple kill to the side of Mallow Oats. What do they do with this advantage for the next 50 or so seconds? Dahaka, Brush Talk. Let's check it really quickly. 40 seconds away. He's got to meander all the way to the top. Top lane fort will fall. Passive experience gain. It's not the biggest necessity right now as we are at even talent tiers, but still, as Grubby has mentioned in the past, scaling in this game still comes through post 20, so your heroes are still scaling in damage, health, etc. So Dragonite's available for Piemaker. Gonna be able to grab that. Keeping bottom lane already a little bit below 50%. Commandeer Odin down for the next 45. Dragonite moving into bottom. Alrighty, and with Dragonite, let's check really quickly. 428 standard, 855 into structures. Keep has already gone down. Brightwing just respawning. Phase shift onto Dur. There's going to be a great Concussion Mine onto Viper, but the Blink heal immediately out of there. That was a really scary moment. I'm not gonna lie. Dahaka gets his way back into bottom lane. We do have Dur getting into the back line. Gonna get the Umbra Bind. Chattering Teeth chasing onto this Maev, but it is going to be a little too over-aggressive from our Maev player as she's gonna go down. That's gonna be a kill onto the Urel as well. No Ardent Defender available again, and this will now be It's double Ancestor Healing, Falling Sword from Joanna. I like the grouping of that Ancestor Healing just to make sure that the splash comes through. Korra will fall, and ladies and gentlemen, map number 1 goes over to the side of Mallow Oats. GG, well played. Hey, Mendara, how you doing, bud? Good to see you. All right, open up Stream Deck. Kill, aced. Let's take you down to 20%? How's this sound? Stream Deck?
Aced.
That could be a little bit lower, I would say. Let's take it down to like 12%. And then we'll take all these down to 12%. That should be fine. I think these are all the same audio levels. 12. I just want to be able to use these, and I don't want to like ruin everyone's ears. My apologies for that last one. That was sorry about that. All right. Team kill is loud too, isn't it?
Team kill.
That's pretty good. I think that's pretty good audio levels. Doug probably at 26.
Boom, headshot.
There we go. First Blood can probably go down to 12 as well. Actually, I'm going to take everything down to 12%. Okay, and then of course there's all of these that need to go down as well. Man, I wish there was a way to just copy audio over for all of these instead of having to drag. But it's not that big of a deal. You guys can look at stats while I do this. It's just gonna take a few more seconds. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out. We've got a lot of casting today. Gonna do some games from last night, and then we're gonna do some games. Well, we're gonna do a game later on tonight. A live game. We've got Gilly Shark at Bingo Night versus Probe Pylons, I believe is the name of the team. Yeah, that audio's way better. All right. All of that's good. This one can go down as well. Sorry, I'm just remembering that some things need to get changed. No. Perfect. There you go. I'm a mature adult. I'm absolutely a mature adult. I think I fixed most of those. Oh, let's check this one really quickly. Give me that ding dong. Perfect. All right, that one doesn't need to be changed. All right, I think I fixed all the audio stuff. All right, let's take a look at talents as well if you want to look at these. How are they turning the camera while spectating? Well, I'm turning the camera while spectating. I'm the one who's doing it. Thank you, Stark, for the audio reminder. Thank you. I appreciate it. I am the one who's doing it. I am the cameraman, and it is something you can add into Heroes of Storm through Aliobs. First Blood sound effects should be one of those horribly failed sync attempts with Baha. I need to grab that because I'm trying to make more Best of Bahas. And I need to grab that clip for the next Best of Baja. I need to actually work on that. Maybe I'll work on that this weekend while the Miami Meltdown thingy's happening. Back in 2016, Bahamut paid Dustin Browder for special camera key. No! God dang it. No. I wish Dustin Browder knew who I was. But he doesn't. He doesn't know who I am. So here, I can show you. So there is on the Aliobs website. Here you go. On the Aliobs website, he's got like here's the changelog. You cannot download the patch off his website anymore. The most recent one, you have to go to his Twitter because he cannot get into this website apparently. But on the website, you can actually, there's some extra hotkeys. You can actually go hidden hotkey the game provides. Some hotkeys can be set in the in-game UI, but need to be defined by the hotkey file. Your hotkey file can be found under whatever. Currently, the only camera turning hotkeys are not exposed in the in-game UI. The definition of the two hotkeys needs to be placed in the file hotkey section. So basically, what it does is it allows my camera, if I use the insert key, or if I use the delete key, I can rotate the camera. So that is how I do it, if you are wondering. That is how you can do it. And here, I'll put it in Twitch chat. There you go. It's in Twitch chat. And then you get to do the StarCraft swoop. Yeah, yeah. That's actually where I learned to start doing it, was watching StarCraft. There's like a bunch of StarCraft games that I used to watch, and they used to always rotate the camera and do like the rotate swoop in, and I was like, I think that's cool. So I started doing that my own casting. And then, when I was the observer, because Season 1 and Season 2, I believe, of Celebrity Clash League, I did commentary, observing, and admin work all at the same time, while I was like still doing stuff with like talking to Paradox and everything. And so I always did the swoop camera rotation thing. All right, my game's being a butt, so I'm just going to restart. Let's see. Team score left-hand side. Whoops, I wanted left-hand side. There we go. Team score left-hand side. Let's boot the game. Hopefully it properly loads. Otherwise, how you all doing today? I hope you're having a great Wednesday. It's been fun hanging out so far, and we've got a long day of casting. We got a long day. We've got 6 hours of casting. Jesus Christ. And then we're going to do more casting later. It's a long day of casting. It's a long stream today. I realized that I signed up for 6 hours of casting. Like, it's like I'm going to do like 7 to 8 hours of casting today. I don't know why I don't know why I started so early. I really don't. I should have slept in. Should have started later in the day. Actually, I just wanted to talk. I just wanted to hang out and cast games all day, to be honest. So, Gorilla Dude, I will do that after this game. I will do that after this game. Because we are about to load into our next map, and make sure I just kind of space it out a little bit. Skulfy, how you doing, bud? Okay. Oh, it's been a great day today. How about you? It's good. Got up, ate oatmeal, putzed around the house, talked to my parents on the phone, watched some Twitch streams, and here we are. I ate a hot dog for lunch. I counted the calories that I've eaten so far today, and I've had 300. I've had 300 total calories. And I'm gonna have ramen for dinner, so I think I'm gonna hit like 900 calories by the end of the day. I might eat some Cheetos at some point, because I love Cheetos. I love Fritos too. Oh god, maybe the snacking will be what kills me later. But either way, let's go ahead and jump into a game, because we have got that all ready to go for all of you at home. On the left-hand side, sorry, I had to restart the game, so it's probably, there it is. We have the members of Mallow Oats looking to close things out in a 2-0. Piemaker on the Murden, Solskodo on the Rhaegar, Terminator on the Rexar, Crafty Devil on the Probius, Sonics Bros on the Tychus, and Misha to play the Misha. On the right-hand side, looking to take us to a map number 3 through Braxis Holdout, Smooth Brain Kamikaze. Lullins on the Urel, Spartacus on the Joanna, Dur on the Mephisto, Nyan on the Greymane, and Viper to play the Brightwing. We're going to go ahead and see that Urel versus Rexar top and Core 4 in bottom. Let's go ahead and check out the bottom lane matchup. New Probius. Yeah, new Probius. Probius did have some changes. Where is he? There he is. Warp Pylon a pylon in that generates a power field and grants vision to surrounding area. Probius only regenerates mana while inside the power field. Enemy heroes and minions drop minerals when killed. That's the new part. Gather minerals to reduce the cooldown of Warp Pylon by 0.75 seconds. That the 2 pylons can be out at a time. So, phase shift from Brightwing onto the Joanna just to buff out her health a little bit. Brightwing did go into the hyper shift, so it was nerfed a bunch of times. It was 10%, 8%, now it's 6%, but the big thing is you still get cooldown reduction with minions dying around Brightwing, so it is going to be a way to be able to phase shift more often. But here's this Probius. Probius will be picked up, and I'm excited to see how this works out. I was just looking, sorry, I saw like the, what is it called? Disruption Pulse? I saw the Disruption Pulse like land next to the Warp Rift, and I wasn't sure if that triggered it or if it was just the expiration of the Warp Rift, but either way, just a little bit of back and forth in the bottom lane. Let's peek into the top lane really quickly and see how things are looking between Rexar, Misha, and Urel. This little trio up here is still just kind of hanging out as we jump back into bottom. A little bit more to see. This is also, by the way, new Greymane. Greymane did get some changes. I believe the level 4 is the change. I don't know. Did Viciousness get a change? Exclamation point patch if anyone wants to know more about the patch. There's a command in chat for it. Nyan is on the wrong side of this engagement. Now he's going to use the Razor Swipe Dark Flight to get out of here, but it's not going to work out, and that will be first blood over to the side of our blue team. Insatiable was the change. Okay, thank you. Insatiable is the level 4, which is the well one, which is the 0.75. The other level 1 for Greymane got buffed. Oh, so it is Insatiable at level 1. All right, my apologies. I'm misunderstanding. Thank you, Jay Shaw. I'm actually going to grab that really quickly so I can take a look at it myself. Oh, and I miss a minion kill, or a hero kill. My apologies. All right, let's see. Greymane. Let's see. Wolfheart at level 1. Bonus cooldown reduction increased from 0.5 to 0.7. Insatiable at level 4, which is the cooldown onto the well while Inner Beast is active. But let's talk about the minion wave, or the Zerg wave coming through, because that is what is going to be next, at least on this map, as we have a massive Zerg wave through the bottom lane. Top lane, Misha Rexar have to clear out a Ultralisk. But in bottom, 3 Ultralisks, 3 Guardians, a whole shit ton of Banelings, and a few Hydralisks as well. And keep in mind, the Ultralisk does summon, I believe, it's the Ultralisk and the Guardians? I think it's just the Ultralisk that summon Bile Drops. I'm trying to look at the map right now. I think it's just the Ultralisk that summons them. Or not the map. Oh, no, it is the Guardians as well, because there's a Bile Drop right there. Okay, so it's Guardians and Ultralisks. Thank you, Chess. The big one summon. You know, that is probably the better way to differentiate, or at least look at it, is the big one summon. Oh, man. Shame we don't have an Executor announcer specifically for Probius. Wait, is there a no announcer for Probius in game? I know there's a Murky announcer. Why can't we have a Probius announcer? Or are you talking about something completely different? I'm just thinking of something else. I think that's Protostis-ist. I think that's very, very rude of Here's the Storm. Chess wants the Protoss StarCraft. Oh, got you. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay. I did not know that was his name. Or that was its name. Since it's, I guess, a sentient, just kind of being thing. Yeah, we do have the Terran one. It's a title, not a name. You're a title, not the name. Got him. Burned him. Get wrecked, Ektar. Is there no Artanis? Is there no Artanis announcer in the game? There's only Zeratul and Tassadar? Ektar, more like Rektar. Alright, I'm done. That was just very good. 7's up on both sides. We'll have 10 Talontiers in a little bit here. We'll check out some of the other numbers in a bit. I just want to see how this next engagement through top lane works, because it is going to be, it is kind of set up in favor, objective phase-wise, to the side of Mallow Oats, but it is going to be all smooth brain Kamikaze who need to step in. Tychus using that long pitch to check if anyone's in the bush, and we know that no one is, because they're all rotating to bottom. Swapping visions to the opposing side. It is going to be a little bit of a show of Rexar Misha in the bottom. No understanding of where, or no vision of the enemy team right now. So the assumption is that they're either on a camp. Well, there's no camps available. Boss is not the option since Yrel has vision. So they have to be trying to set up and do the exact same thing. God, this is just, it's just yakety sacks back and forth. Okay, so Misha shows. It's just, they're all, oh, wait, hold on. It's just a little back and forth, Okay, there you go. They were just kind of like, it was like a circle pit around the bottom half of the map. But here comes the channel for the side of Mallow Oats. It will be stopped in the mid, at the midpoint right there in the bottom lane. Joanna Subdue is finished out, which means 80% slow into any enemy hero hit by that. Big gains from that one. We do have that Insatiable picked up at level 4 for the Greymane for the cooldown reduction on as well by 0.5 seconds as long as Inner Beast is active. As he Razor Swipes forward onto the Piemaker, but Piemaker has that Dwarf block at level 1, backs away. No big fuss for Muradin. ban self. Oh, don't do that. You don't think there's Artanis? There is Alarak. The Alarak one, that one's fair, but like, I'm surprised there's no Artanis with how much love he gets from the community. Stormbolt, Viper is gonna go down right there, and that is gonna push a little bit closer to 10 talents here to the side of Mallow Oats, as this is Greymane able to tap well, probably because he's got that level 4 insatiable cool. No, it's still probably had well up and available well before that, but either way, Crafty Devil jumps into top lane, Piemaker anchoring in the bush, and Zerg Charge going over the side of our blue team. As we see some Banelings starting to arrive into the pen, if you will. This will be stalled out in the bottom lane while there is a camp on the top right to be grabbed. But with the 10 talents here available for the time being, the members of our blue team should be trying to make heavy priority of this moment. They should be trying to utilize their 10s, unleash the boars. Here comes the Commandeer Odin. Pylon Overcharge was the talent pickup for Probius, but it seems like Smooth Brain Kamikaze, they are going to be just playing this slow and safe, waiting for 10s to slowly trickle in for their team. Well, before that, oh, you caught it, Ektar. Thank you. All right, I'm waiting to see how this all looks. No real big engagement. All right. Dur comes forward. There's the Durance of Fate. Does connect onto the Rhaegar. He's self-Ancestrals. Pylon Overcharge to be activated by the Probius, poking down the enemy side in the backline. Viper getting chunked to 50%. Has to use the Soothing Mist and has that critical miss from level 7 to be able to give a little extra healing. Piemaker pop the Avatar. Does manage to get the Dwarf Toss away. Throws back, I believe, a Stormbolt. Just trying to back away here. Piemaker losing a lot of health. Will be losing the Avatar in a moment here as Greymane goes in for the throat, but he can't solidify the last little bit of damage with that 526 slashing damage coming in from said talent. Top lane camp does end, but we have catapults arriving in top lane, dealing tons of damage into structure. Sorry, my apologies for the jump right there. I hear the Rexar Boars Unleashed. The slow is available. The chase continues in the opposite direction. Dur utilizes the Shade of Mephisto. He does finish out his level 1, but he is going to go down for the next 22 seconds. Nyan is able to get a kill into Tychus, but will this Greymane run the wrong way? Yeah, I think Greymane realized, oh crap, my base is on the right, not the left. Greymane goes down. Tychus to be traded. In essence, it is going to be a 2-for-1 for the side of Mallow Oats, and they should be able to get objective phase as Yrel delays out top lane for a little bit longer. I love the name, the Piemaker. The Piemaker's been around for ages. I feel like I've casted Piemaker or seen this name around since like back in Chair League days. If I'm not mistaken, the Piemaker has been a staple of like Heroes of Storm, like grassroots competitive. And I know a lot of these names, like Skullskado, I know Spartacus as well, Crafty Devil. Like a lot of these names actually I know, and that was actually why I grabbed this first game, because I was like, ooh, I know all these people. I know most of these people. Let's give them a little cast here. So now they're good at making oat pies. Falling Sword Joanna is going to be coming down as well. We have the kill into the Joanna. Unfortunately, Piemaker very low, has to Dwarf Toss away. Little block stack right there, but Dur comes through with the spell power, though he is going to be punished for that greed. It's a 1-for-2. Misha does fall. It's only quarter of a kill. You remember, I've loved your... Oh, thank you so much, Piemaker. I appreciate that, bud. Thank you. I do what I can for the community. Because without you, there would be no game, you know? There's so many like Heroes of Storm players out there. I do my best to remember all that I can, because I don't know, just feels like a nice right thing to do. It's almost like getting to know your community and being active within it is a good idea. So, bottom lane Fort falls, top lane Keep goes down, and the map continues for both of these teams, though it is going to be a slight advantage for the time being for Mallow Oats, as they do have that 13 talent here. 8-3 in the kills, 11 minutes in. Boss not really being looked at by either side. I'm actually going to jump to the vision of our red team, see what they're doing here. So they're working on a camp. They see that this camp on the top left is going to be grabbed, so Positioning needs to be a little adjusted, and you can actually see Yrel still in the position to be able to make sure that if anyone comes through the choke boss point, it's not going to be any sort of threat to the rest of the team. But a few members are showing in top lane, and it's actually, as we can see, it's all of the members of Mallow's Oats in top lane pushing in at this wave as there is an exposed keep, which means that there's going to be consistent catapult pressure every single wave, rather than the periodic catapult pressure in the bottom lane. That's actually going to be matched out because it's both forts are down, so you have periodic meeting periodic, as you're actually going to see right here. I believe it's every 4th wave, if I'm not mistaken, for that, when the fort's down. Durance of Fate goes out, doesn't connect onto anyone. We have Dur trying to get some good damage in, but it's not going to be setting up any kills. Boar's unleashed by Rexar. One slow. There's going to be another onto Yrel. Viper does jump around with the blink heals. Does have another one back. Pylon Overcharge activated. Absorption to be used. That's really good, actually, for Lullins, but the Ardent Defender ends a little bit earlier than I thought it was, so Lullins has to back away. Piemaker Dwarf tosses in. Does have the heavy impact for that slow. I believe it's an 80% slow for 1.5 seconds. And this does allow him to be able to set up more kills or continue to press in. And speaking of pressing in, we do have a massive wave through top. A Commandeer Odin does expire. Gilnean Cocktails poke out. Seems like this is going to be the full disengage from Mallow Oats, as they do have the map advantage in the sense of, well, they've got a lot of the map pushed in their favor. Thank you all for the follows. Glad you're enjoying the content. Thanks for following the channel. Much appreciated. Oh no, Greymane steps in the bush, but he is all invested in Sister Healing. Onto Sonics Bros comes out. There will be Endurance of Fate spreading to quite a few members in the backline. Greymane goes down first, but the trade onto Tychus will be achieved. 1-for-1 thus far, as we have a Brightwing to go down as well. Zerg waves are up and available. Waves are pushing to top. Johanna backs away with a little bit. Actually, no, it's Dur who needs to back away. Terminator is just dumping in the damage. He's got that aspect of Hawk. You can see him just chucking all those axes into the face of the enemy. And this is Lullin surely to fall. No Ardent Defender available. Spartacus is the only lone defender as Crafty Devil, Soskado, and Piemaker chase in. Johanna doubles backs for a second. She's trying to buy as much time as possible because realistically, this is great for the side of Smooth Brain Kamikaze. I thought she was going to get away right there. It's pretty good for them because it allows the death timers to close out. So yes, you do stagger out a death, but you have Greymane back, Brightwing's back. You have an opportunity to defend here. Could go for bottom, but it feels a little risky on the positioning, and I think Nyan actually reads that as well. Thanks for investing your time and passion into HOTS. Oh, thank you so much for the kind words. Thank you for the follows as well. It's every 3rd. Oh, shit, I always do that. I always do that. I say it's 4th, and then I'm like, no, it's not. And then I say it's 3rd, and then I say, no, it's not. And then I just say every few times, and then someone's like, but how many few times? And I'm like, shit. Thanks for the follows. Much appreciated, everybody. Thank you for the kind words. I love this game. I absolutely love this game. I learned something about it, feel like I learned something about it new almost every day still. Even if it's just like nuance, like little map facts, but Dur is gonna get the phase shift just in time. Piemaker wants the kill. The Shaded Mephisto will actually... It does dodge the Stormbolt from Piemaker, but Greymane still goes down the backline. There's a Dwarf launch into the face of Johanna. Gives you cooldown reduction for landing onto enemy heroes' faces as well. Ardent Defender used by Yrel. She's gonna be able to die. And Dur is going to be able to utilize his Endurance of Fate out as well, getting a lot of poke onto the enemy heroes. Slay, thank you for the resubscription. I will resend your alert when we get out of game. How do I feel about fishing? I love fishing. Maybe we'll go fishing after this series. I like the patch changes. How about you? Just sad no Johanna nerf. The patch changes are fun. I'm excited about them. I think the Genji changes are fun. I think the Stukov changes are necessary for low blow. I think Rhaegar kind of feels the same per se. He's tuned down, but I think he's still in a good spot. Diablo changes I think are absolutely awesome. I love the Diablo changes. It's very minimal, but I think the Diablo changes are fantastic. ETC getting a little love for his power slide, base health, and etc. I think the ranged assassin changes are pretty cool as well. Yeah. I really like Yrel. I don't think really needed any sort of buffing, but either way. And then the Malfield buffs are pretty cool as well. It feels like Malfield's fallen off very heavily, so I'm interested to see how he's how it affects him within the meta. But right now. Zergwave, Boss, Commandeer Odin. Actually, it's up and available. I'm surprised we're not going to be seeing it just yet utilized to try and end the game. Actually, I'm an idiot. I was looking at the cooldown, but it's already on the map. I was completely missing it because of just everything on the screen. But either way, Commandeer Odin expires as they siege in through the keep. Lolens doesn't have Ardent Defender, goes down. Piemaker gets hit with the Ancestor Healing. Falling Sword from the John to get at the backline to try and make something happen here, but the core is falling rapidly to the side of Mallow Oats, and it looks like game number 2 goes over to the side of our blue team. Mallow Oats takes the series 2-0. GG. Well played. Demented, thank you for the Prime as well. Thank you all for the resubscriptions. When will they buff my boy Arthas? They forgot he exists. I think we all did.
I will follow you
Hey,
to
Kyle.
the end of the world. Subscribed.
People arrive.
Hey, Mama. A lot of other solo lanes have gotten buffs while she's gotten a lot of nerfs. Yeah, nerf her into the ground. Nerf her right into the ground. Right into the ground.